What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Stephen Ryan back from the review. Listen, I've just ended stream, but I just thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna. I had said that I was gonna jump into a game that I wanted to actually play, so we're just gonna fucking jump straight into it. You know what? Like fuck it. Why wait? Right? I only did like an hour stream there, so we'll go for another kind of hour and a half. That roughly that sort of time anyway, and we'll see just what we do. I absolutely this is one of my favorite games, Final Fantasy X. It's my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game. So look, fuck it, we'll see how we go. We'll see. We'll just jump straight into it. So there and there. Go for new game. Always go with the expert. Always. Cannot stand people who go for the normal. Actually, still have that fucking mute. Hear it? Okay, and we're gonna go with the arranged soundtrack. So I have to kind of go through this relatively slow fucking build up, but you know what? There we go. Whatever it is. I possibly almost shouldn't have gone live so fucking quickly because like people might not have kind of gotten the notification and stuff like that. So like literally just because I've just finished streaming. So go to profile and right, okay, so I've just sent that out there. Yeah, so we should get another couple of I don't want, by the way, anybody, and I mean anybody in chat. I'm going to say this every single stream. I'm going to say it at certain, probably a few times at every single stream. If there is anybody who puts any sort of spoilers into this, not only is your comment getting deleted, but you're getting banned from the channel. I absolutely hate passion any kind of spoilers. Turn this game well up because I'm out of a lot, not at all. Okay. Sorry, if I could figure out a way that it doesn't fucking flash every time I go in and out of the game, I would do it. But you know, here we are.
Maybe our last chance.
Oh. Send. Okay. Ooh. I absolutely love this game. It's just genuinely it's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I think I first cleared this like not actually that like a super long time ago. I think like the first time I played this was when it like first came out in 2001. I believe 2001. I think it was 2001. It was originally out on the PS2. So I mean, like, this is like a PS2 game, like, right? Like, it's not that bad, right? Like, you know, like, obviously, like, kind of upscaled and stuff like that, like, but, yeah, I'm not going to do kind of like my name or anything else like that. Not that I necessarily think that's like cringy or anything else. I just want to, you know, just play it through how it's supposed to be, we'll say.
Take it easy.
So yeah, so yeah, absolutely. What was I saying? Yes, first time I played this game was when it first came out in about 2001.
Of course.
But
Good
I just, I don't know, man.
Nothing to worry about.
I was young then, 2001, so I would have been 6. Do you know what I mean? So like I probably like, yeah, like first kind of like played it, but like not really. Like I think I was maybe kind of like, oh god, be kind of like 15, 16. First time I cleared it. I'm 29 now, like, so I mean, like I've played it a bunch and I've played through it a bunch and stuff like that. Like, there will be almost zero need for me to have any sort of like a guide or like an extra playthrough when I'm kind of playing this, just because I've done it a good few times. But I did always want to kind of stream it and stuff like that.
You can't tonight.
So
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
such a fucking interesting concept as well, like for like story of a game, you know. Like again, I don't want any sort of spoilers or anything else like that, but because I know we have people in here, but I don't want any spoilers, nothing like that. Just want to just sit back and fucking enjoy the game, man. You know, genuinely, like.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you?
I don't want to be talking over it too much, just because, you know. Not that everything's spoilery or anything else like that, like Jesus Christ, no, but, you know, you still, you I don't want to be talking over the entire thing, like.
I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
So we got the 4 times, I think it's 4 times, 3 or 4 times that they kind of stop you, or that you have to do that before you can actually walk through main gate. Raf Tequila back in. How are you? I was only kind of saying, like, literally after I had gone live, I don't know if there was any sort of like notifications that went out, literally just because like I just finished a stream and then started another one. The game is barely started, by the way. You've missed like literally almost nothing. And I do know that like you had said that you hadn't played any of the Final Fantasies or anything else like that. Like, but listen, I'm going to be streaming for about an hour or so. I don't expect you to stay up for the entire thing, just because, you know, I mean, I know that you're like a mother and you have kids, like, and whatever else, like, so. The next time that I play this, by the way, Keela, I will not. Yeah, you didn't get a notification. I kind of suspected that. If I'm being totally honest with you, I did kind of suspect that. But so I watched. Oh, okay. So I watched the Toraro through, and you had to escape through the window and run down the road where she catch you and kill you, and that was it. Oh, all right. Oh, well, all right. Okay. So I didn't miss too much then, but I'll have to fucking look into that, man. There had to have been a way to like sprint or something like that, or like fast walk even, because like there was no fucking way, man. That was the most direct road that you were going. There was the most direct, you know, path that I was taking in it, like, so I don't really know what happened there, but anyway. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, yeah, the next time that I'm going to be streaming this is going to be like, I'm going to be finished well before like this time now. So it's 6 minutes past midnight as I'm literally saying this right now. I'm well finished by the time this happens. Or maybe kind of starting maybe kind of like 9 o'clock or something like that, maybe streaming to like 11 or so. So and obviously, Keela, I you know, I don't expect you to be here for every single one of them. You know, I mean, like, we all have lives and stuff like that, like, and to be able to kind of stay for every single one of them is just not really possible, but, you know. The streams will be there if you want to watch them back later or whatever else, kind of follow along with the story, like, you know. Oh. Works till 10, sometimes 11, but you'll be able to give it a rewatch. Well, absolutely thank you for that. You know, for choosing to, like, that's how you're going to spend your evenings, is watching me um, play this, but
What are you talking about?
yeah. It's one of my all-time favorite openings to a Final Fantasy game as well, like, because it's just, you know, I mean, like, if it's your first time playing through, it's just like, well, like, what the fuck is happening, like, you know?
Huh? Huh?
It
Beck!
begins.
Oh my god, Beck, how are you? How are you?
Don't cry.
Never had the time to invest in a game like Final Fantasy. Yeah, like, I will admit, I mean, like, Square Enix, like, they're not every single Final Fantasy has been like an absolute hit. Like, there was like 13 and 15 there that were like, oh, we don't talk about those. But no, I mean, like, pretty much kind of like
Not this way.
there's so many hits in this series. Like, there's so many hits. I mean, like, 6 is an absolute master. Like, is just amazing. 7, like, it is. Look, I am not going to shit on a 7. 7's a really good game. 8 is what I have currently my PC background as, and I got the logo of Final Fantasy 8. It's tattooed here on my arm. I'm sure I'll be playing it in a t-shirt at some point. I'll kind of show, you know, I'll show it off a little bit. I'm not a Final Fantasy snob, but, like, universally regarded as, like, not that great, like some of the Final Fantasies. So yeah, so we'll we'll play through. Yeah, 8 is the first game that I ever played. Like literally the first game that I ever played. So it's such an important place in my heart, like, you know what I mean? 8 is not, like, massively loved by, like, fans and stuff like that. I absolutely fucking love it. I might play through that one actually as well, on the channel. But you know, 12 is pretty good, and then 16 is just amazing, absolutely amazing. I don't know how much you know, Keela, about the Final Fantasy like series or whatever, but like each and every single game is like its own thing, you know. Like, you don't have to start at 1 and, like, work you right the way up to 16, because I think that's what kind of turns some people off. Like, they hear of, like, the newest game is Final Fantasy 16, and you're thinking, oh, holy shit, am I gonna have to play 15 games to, like, understand what's going on? They are all their own complete and utter kind of separate entity, you know. Thank you, Amazon, for telling me that my fucking order, it's on its way. That. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's just kind of basically it. Like, it's all its own completely separate story, completely separate game, characters, fucking everything, all completely and utterly separate. So, I mean, like, you can start with 10 as your first game, and, like, it'll all kind of make sense, like, you know. You won't be missing any story or anything.
Get out of my...
Some can't wait to die.
Just leave that on screen just for a second. No, Again, it's just never something that you got into. Yeah, I mean, like, I can understand that. Like, it's a pretty, like, it's a pretty big fucking, like, undertaking. Like, because, I mean, like, Square Enix, like, they're a fantastic games manufacturer, but I mean, like, the Final Fantasy series especially, man, like, they're easy kind of 50 hours, 50, 60 maybe. Like 60 is kind of more so like if you're doing absolutely everything that there is to be done when you're playing a game, like, but yeah, no, like this one is easy 50 hours, easy. So like it is a massive undertaking, like, you know, like if I do 2 hour streams of this like every single time, I'm going to get to like kind of 20, between 23 and 25, easy. 26 maybe, easy, you know. Also released after you swore off gaming. Your man went into debt to get me a PS. Oh my god! Holy shit! Don't try to break the door down. You stop gaming soon after. I mean, I'm not fucking surprised. Oh my god. Jeez, I mean, like, literally no wonder. Jesus. Look, I mean, like, I am obviously very, very, you know, sorry to kind of hear that. And that's how you learned that Santa wasn't real. That's, you know. Wow. Yeah, Jesus Christ. A PS2 and you're kind of roughly my age. There might be only like a year or two between us, I think, from, if memory is serving me anyway. Jesus, you must have been very, very young to find out then.
What are you laughing at, old man? Aaron, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
Oh. Okay, so we do got a good few more kind of people in here. I just want to reiterate, like, again, please, no spoilers. If I see a single spoiler, not only will your comment get deleted, but you will also be banned from the channel. Like, it's just such a shitty thing to do as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like, especially from like such a story-driven game like this, you know, nah, just can't be at that. Yeah, it happens. Man was alone parents getting a PS2 when they were first released was a huge deal. Yeah, no, they absolutely were. I mean, because when they came out, they weren't, retrospectively, I mean, they weren't like overly expensive or anything, but like,
This could be bad.
you know, like relative to the time, they absolutely were. And I mean, Jesus, like, if, you know, if it was a lone parent, like, especially at that stage, yeah, no, that absolutely was like a big deal, you know, definitely. My mom and dad were still together when the PS2 came out, but like, you know, even still, like, it was like a big deal, you know. It was a big deal when it first came out. November 2000. Wow. I don't think my dad got it when it first came out then, if that's the case, because this came out in 2001, and I think like the first time that I remember kind of like seeing the console, we'll say, like, was when this came out. And my dad was a massive Final Fantasy fan. He still is. So I definitely kind of say like that was maybe like the reason that he got it, like we'll say, you know. But yeah.
Aaron! Aaron!
I don't believe actually they did too much kind of like upscaling to, you know, like these sorts of kind of like short movies, like or whatever, like right, FFX, whatever the fuck it's called. No, I'm such a fucking boomer right now, but so I mean, like to be fair, I mean, like this is like almost exactly what I had on the fucking PS2. Like it was such a fucking groundbreaking console, man.
This is your story.
When the entire game fit on a fucking D size fucking disc, like just like insanity, really, like you know. And we got the sucky face. Yep, that's what happened.
Hey. Hey.
I think I might actually look
Old
at
man?
getting like some form of a like a background music for this. And and we got the
I
sucky face
thought
Steven
about a lot of
2024.
things.
Listen.
Like,
I'm sure
where I
that this
was,
that
I got myself
this
into.
series especially
I
is going to be
started to
filled
feel
with
lightheaded.
shall we say
And
noteworthy
then,
quotes
sleepy.
like like that.
I think I had a dream. A dream of being
Oh
alone.
god.
I wanted someone.
This is going to
Anyone
be fun.
beside
It's going to
me,
be a fun stream. It
so I
really
didn't
is.
have to
Like
feel
it's going to be a
alone
fun
anymore.
series playing through this. Like you know, um, you will actually notice as well. By the way, I am not wearing my headphones anymore or earphones. I don't give a fuck if I can hear it or not. Um, because like again, like I can like almost hear it in my head because like I've played through this. I don't know how many times. Like, so.
Anybody there? Aaron!
I have it in my head that I'll probably play through. I'm 23 minutes into this stream right now at the moment. I'll probably play through like the prologue, which is only going to be about like maybe like an hour or so. So about another half hour, about another 30, 35 minutes, and then we'll kind of call it a day then after that. I just want to just kind of like introduce people to it and even just like have like the thing there that it's now going to be a series like whatever. It's like I definitely will be playing through this again. Um I did actually at one point I had like a second channel and it was just for gaming, and I remember, man, I would like 'cause I had it on the PS4 at that stage, and I would record kind of like clips, right? Like I would get like the last like hour or so because I was not streaming or anything, and I would get like the last hour of it, and I would have to do a thing like where I'd fucking transfer over. So second language in this, you are not going to understand, like as it just has in the very last line there, like you can't fucking understand it, and it always just it bugs the shit out of me. So we're going to uh probably do it. But yeah, so now I have the entire fucking dictionary. So we will now we the audience will be able to understand what the people are saying when they are speaking in Albed. But it's a little bit kind of not weird, but the main character Titus, he won't be able to understand, but we will. So it's just a whole thing. But anyway, what the fuck was I saying before that? Oh, I can't fucking remember. I mean, it's like almost like I have a fucking playthrough like next to me, like right. So I literally know like I'm not exaggerating. When I played on PS4, I do the clips. Yes, exactly. And I remembered I had to do this thing like where like I had like a USB, and I would fucking transfer the clip from the PS4 onto the USB, and then like upload it onto YouTube like from there. It was a archaic way of doing it, but look at fuck it, you know. I mean, like it worked. I'm pretty sure I played through the whole thing as well. But I can't remember neither the name of that channel or the like login and password for it. So like, I mean, like that's just all. Those are all just gone. Those clips are just out there in the ether somewhere, like, you know. That's where I was going with that. I completely fucking forgot where I was going. Harry has a PS4. You've never seen him play it. Yeah, that's like kind of cute though, like in a way, like right, because like there's so many kids like who will just get like so fucking like invested in the console, like, and won't kind of unironically like go outside and touch grass, like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that, like, if I ever do have a kid like that, I'm not going to allow him to game. Like, I absolutely am. But at the same time, like, you need to kind of have that balance there, right? Like, because you don't want him to be the fucking socially awkward one, like, that's only going to talk about, like, the fucking games that they've played. Like, you want him to go out and just be a fucking kid again. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gila, I have absolutely no doubt that this is kind of how you're, you know, doing parenthood, we'll say. But, like, I have no doubt, like, that, like, you kind of want them to, because I remember when I was a kid, man, like, it didn't, you know, I wasn't allowed to game all day. Like, and I mean, like, especially, Jesus Christ, like, if there was any amount of sun outside, oh my good God. Like, you told them to get the fuck outside and go out and play with their friends, like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, even if it was just, like, fuck, just running around for a few hours, like, it was always just the way it was done. So, yeah, I definitely, I'd want my kids to be kind of doing that as well, you know? The kiddo is involved in Scottish reenactment. That's not surprising. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking do his 14th century reenactment with a camp out several times a year. Oh, that's really, really good. That's really good. I was never that like outdoorsy or anything else like that. Like, I've never gone camping. I don't know if I ever will, but um yeah, no, like it's I don't know. Like, I am aware now, like, after doing like a background in like psychology and just a smidge of sociology as well, that I mean, like, outdoors for kids, like, it's so like the benefits are just ridiculous, like, you know. So lots of fun. You get to camp in castles and fortresses for free. Oh, that sounds amazing, man. That sounds amazing. Like, it's the whole thing with me and camping is that, like, my kind of aversion to it, it's probably a tism thing, but like, it's the thought of literally like sleeping like on the ground. I know you're in a sleeping bag, it doesn't fucking count, because like you're just on the floor, like, so no, fuck that. Like, I'm not about that life, but
Lead.
I've already been introduced to horses. Fantastic. Fantastic. Um, yeah, no, genuinely fantastic. This is still like, why I say that I'm only going to do it in like bits is this, like this is still like an old school PS2 game. Like, it's very reminiscent of that era, and you cannot just like autosave. Or I think it actually does. We'll find out now. Yeah, that little chocobo down in the corner there that my camera is covering, so you can't actually see it. That is basically telling me that it's like autosaving, but like, I don't know, man. There's something about it. I don't really 100% trust it. It's that kind of like blue orb that I'm touching there when save pops up. After like save points. It's an old school game. You have to save at a save point. So and air mattresses. It's lovely, mate. Yeah, you see, I mean, like, if it's like that type of like luxury camp, or like, what is it, like glamping? I think it's like glamorous camping or something like that. That's what it's called. Um, like that's fine. That's fine to me. And there's a thing. One of my coworkers was did it once actually. I think it's up in the north where it's like you go in these like almost like glass pods, and there's like running water, there's like a full like double bed, there's heating, there's everything else in it, but it's like it's almost completely like encased in like glass, so you can still kind of like see the stars when you're lying in bed and stuff like that. You're completely surrounded. You're in a woods essentially. um and yeah, like that sounds amazing to me. I would do that 100%. um
You came to say that?
You have a trailer for your camping gear. Yeah, you see, like that sort of stuff. Like you've been in the pods. I would love that. That I would 100% do, because like even though
You cry.
Keela, obviously you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I don't think that there's like much electricity going to them outside of like the basics. Like I'm fairly sure there's like a little kitchenette in them. But I don't think there's like a TV or there's like anything else like that. You're still kind of encouraged to be like in nature, stuff like that. But like even at that, I would 100% do it, because like you're you're getting the kind of positives of camping, you know, and being in nature and surrounded by it and stuff like that. You're getting that peacefulness, and why an awful lot of people do camp. But yeah, you're just like completely encased in, so it like doesn't matter if it's raining or anything else like that. Like you're still dry, and like that would be another big reason why I've never gone camping. But yeah, okay, so we're now a half an hour into this stream, and I assume we're going to do the prologue. I don't actually know if we're going to manage to get that done. Depends on where you stay. You're not supposed to have a TV, but they have electricity, so you can plug in with a laptop. Yeah. I don't know, like I might bring the laptop, but like I would still be very kind of, we're here to be in nature, so let's be in fucking nature, like, you know. I think I would still kind of have that kind of attitude towards it. How are you though, Beck? I have not seen or caught up with you in a very, very, very long time. So yeah, no, just how are you? How are you how are you getting on? How are you reacting to the fact that in less than fucking, what is it, 20 days at this stage, that you're going to have fucking Orange Man as president again? I don't know if you've seen any of the streams, kind of either live or in post or anything else like that that I have done on it since, like, but like just how the fuck did that fucking happen? Stay in the designated campsite, they have full access to electricity, but in Scotland we rough camp, so there's not always ports. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like again, I wouldn't have any sort of, like, I have absolutely nothing against kind of glamorous camping, like, you know, I have nothing against that, like, and I would 100% do it, but I went fucking attack with her, and I should shit at attacking. That's me though, just fucking button mashing, like, you know, button mashing the way through. Yeah, it's definitely reminiscent to 2000s video games. I actually covered it on the stream. I kind of covered it a little bit, but you had that slow pan past her arse. It's kind of like, it's a little bit reminiscent to the time. But I covered it for you, so we have censorship.
That was close.
You know, not gonna fucking demonetize me.
Hey,
When we do the
let's
reenactment
go.
shows, we are usually all late with the other reenactors having a good time. Yeah, see, like that sounds fantastic. And then we're gonna do shows during the day for the general public. Yeah, no, I mean like that's the again on the screen now. Like we can understand what they are saying, but your main character can't. Like he just can't. So it's a little bit kind of confusing maybe because like you're like not supposed to understand anything that they're saying, but yeah, 100%. You know, he like need, I think, rather than opposed to kicked, but definitely hit. You know, hitting the jewels and has not a notion why.
Hey, that hurts. Whoa. Okay. Right. Whatever.
I mean, to be fair, if all you did was grunt at me, I wouldn't have a notion of what you're talking about either.
I said I don't understand.
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
So,
Oh, almost forgot.
yes. Thought you liked a good grunt. Not when it's not explanatory. You know, when you can hear nothing. Like it's definitely, even though like it's my one kind of, will say, like aversion to streaming a game like this. And it's only because like if I was just doing like a video upload of this and I was like actually like editing it and stuff like that, like I'd either kind of fast forward past this bit or I'd just cut it out completely. But obviously just because I'm streaming it, I have to do. So you're going to see it like literally how it is just played, you know. Like in the next stream, we'll say like you're gonna, yeah, it's definitely very story heavy. But I mean, like you're like definitely gonna see me kind of just like doing like this sort of stuff, like a lot and stuff like that. Like so, it is definitely a little bit kind of like ugh, you know. Just you need the corresponding sphere to activate the node. That's it. That's all you really kind of need to know. I don't know how people have the patience. Yeah, I mean, if I was to calculate like the total amount of hours that I have put into this, like across all of the different fucking platforms that it's been on. Like I played it on the PS2 when it first came out. I had it on PS4 then, and now on PC. Like genuinely, if I was to add up all of the time that I have spent playing this game, I mean, like genuinely, it's almost embarrassing. You know? Like it's unironically, I would say I've dedicated like a solid month. If you were to add up all of the hours and stuff like that, I'd like literally like a solid month of
We found some
my
ancient
life
ruins
I
right
have
beneath- It's not
dedicated to
active
this
now,
game.
but we're gonna go down there and act.
But it's
And
so
then we
good,
should be
man.
able to-
It's so good. I love the story to it.
Okay, let's get to
Roger.
We'll play all the Pokemon games with Final Fantasy and our kettle of fish. Yeah, but you see, I mean, the thing about it is though, like, there's so much kind of like grinding and stuff like that that you have to do in like a Pokemon game as well, though. Like, you know, that's the thing. There's like a massive, where is it? Okay, it's maybe not in that, but there's like a shit ton of like, if I press, like I'm going at 2 times speed, I think that's like supercharged, so you always have your like your overdrive, enemy encounters frequent, and then just like auto battles. There's a number of things you can kind of do on this, like, so, and then as well, press that again, it'll go off 4 times speed. So like, there is definitely ways that we can kind of speed up the grinding process on this. Obviously that like those kind of perks are only available on the actual PC version, but yeah. But yeah, the grinding is part of the fun. Yeah, no, I mean, like, it absolutely is, but like at the same time, I actually don't want auto battle, because what I'm wanting to do is to fucking steal from these guys, because they have the grenades, which I'll be using later in a boss fight. So I also just want to, as well, cursor on. Yep, that's. The grinding is definitely part of the fun, like, but like, I don't know. If you're saying, yeah, that is part of it, like, I don't. You shouldn't have, theoretically, you shouldn't have any sort of a problem then, like, kind of like dumping hours into this then, like, you know. Obviously, in the like supercharged bit, like, you like get hit, but yeah, but on your next turn, then you'll kind of like you like basically enter kind of like God mode essentially, because you like get back all of the health points that you lost. So like I mean, like, it is 100%. It's like basically cheating it, right? Theoretically, maybe realistically, you get bored. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you want to talk though about kind of like more so kind of story driven games, you are not going to do any better than The Last of Us, which also, and I can fucking show you on this one, lower down. I have the. Fuck, do I even show you this? I have the tattoo from The Last of Us Part 2. So, Last of Us, again, another massive, massive, like, fucking favorite game of mine. I might do a playthrough of that one. It's not a horror game, right? But like, there's like elements of it. Like, I've never like gotten scared playing The Last of Us, but what has happened is like, you'd be playing through like a section, man, and you get into like a cutscene where the characters are kind of talking to each other, and it's just, oh, okay, we can breathe now. You know, like it's very kind of that, like it's intense, like, you know. Yeah, no, I mean, like, the Last of Us, they have obviously the TV series version of it. Keela, if you have not watched the Last of Us series, I mean, like, do yourself a favor, literally, and I'm not even joking about that either. Do yourself a favor, please, and fucking play it. It is so good. I mean, like it just yeah. No, you haven't watched it. Please, like as I said, do yourself a favor and please do watch it. It's one of the greatest fucking stories. I definitely might too because I have The Last of Us Part One on PC, so I definitely might be kind of playing that on it as well. Might jump back and forth, like, you know. 47 minutes with the 4 times speed on this, I'll definitely kind of get up to the end of like the prologue. So yeah, no, we'll definitely kind of end it there. Um, but yeah, you know, I'm the more I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm definitely thinking, you know, I'm gonna do a playthrough of the Last of Us. It's just such a fun game to play. It's such a fun game. Like genuinely, if there was almost like Oscars for like your gaming performance, I mean, genuinely, the two fucking main characters, the like main actors who are in it, I mean, just throw all of the Oscars at them. Like it would have like the performance is just fantastic. It's my channel, do what I enjoy. Yeah, see, this is it. Like I got when I kind of rebooted the channel, right? Kind of like a couple of months ago. I did it with the kind of not necessarily intention, but just with a different fucking mindset, man. You know, like I didn't, I wasn't kind of obsessed with, you know, appealing to the other side on politics and stuff like that. I wasn't kind of like obsessed with kind of, not like I need to kind of get like you know, need to get people over or I need to do a bunch of debates and stuff like that. Now like and all this sort of crack, like right. It wasn't about that. It was never about that actually. But what I did kind of do, it was just kind of that sort of attitude maybe because it was just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, I don't give a shit if there's 4 people watching one of my streams or if there's 10 people watching one of my streams. I'm happy, you know. I like genuinely I am actually happy. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the views anymore. I don't care about kind of getting a bunch of subscribers or anything else like that. I'm just doing this literally just for fun. And I mean, like, gaming, as I kind of said at the start of the video, was what I was going to be doing anyway. You know, like it's what I do at night anyway. So I'm still doing what I love. I'm just talking an awful lot more now. Um. So yeah. Fuck appealing to the other side. I always have the opinion that it's a voice people want to hear. It will stick around. Everyone else can leave. Yeah, I mean, it's not as if like I didn't maybe like before I kind of rebooted the channel, right? And even in like the kind of like weeks kind of like leading up to it or whatever, I didn't have the mindset of like I'm gonna isolate the kind of other side politically, but like when I kind of came back and when I did the first stream, it was just kind of like, no, you know what, just absolutely just fuck it. I'm just not. I'm just gonna be unapologetically my kind of views, because even before when I was kind of streaming a little bit more regularly, say kind of like a year or 2 years ago, it was very much so kind of just not that I was mincing my words or I was censoring myself or anything, but I was just kind of like, you know, no, I'm going to say this in a way where it's not as maybe like offensive or it's kind of inviting to the other side. No, fuck that. Fuck that. You know, like just literally just why, you know? For anybody, because again, we do have a decent amount of people in here now. for anybody who is kind of new to my channel or who doesn't know me or anything else, I am a socialist. I'm a self-confessed socialist or anything else. Um,
Hey,
so I mean, like, appealing to the other side. I mean, like, you're talking about a bunch of people, man, like, who don't, like, we have now become so divided, but I mean, it's almost all self-inflicted. Like, you are talking about a group of people who, if you ask them, do you think that Trump lost the 2020 election, they give you the incorrect answer. How the fuck am I supposed to appeal? Like, how are you supposed to have a conversation with someone who doesn't even agree on basic fucking reality? Like, so it was just so exhausting then trying to appeal to them. So I was just like, no, fuck it. I'm just going to go out and just be fucking me. Uncensored, unapologetically, just, this is what I think, like it or lump it, you know? It's also, I mean, like, I'm not even necessarily wanting to kind of censor myself or anything else. Like, look at, like, I know that people have, like, a massive kind of aversion to the or slur, or anything else, and we all know what I'm talking about. Like, not that I, like, overly use it in, like, day-to-day language or anything else, or just in, like, conversations or stuff like that, like, but, like, oh man, I'm sorry, like, sometimes just fucking retarded, like, and it's just as simple as that. And by the way, just in case anybody wants to fucking clutch their pearls or anything else, I'm fucking autistic and ADHD. Fucking
say so earlier.
write a blog about it if you're angry. I don't care. Oh,
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're
Fucking
Al
hell.
Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait,
thirsty
you're
as
not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkin. I'm a blitzball player.
not compromising essential. Yeah, absolutely.
Star player of
You know what I mean? Because people now do view facts as though they are
Hit your head or something?
as subjective, or I mean,
Oh,
it's
right.
like
Do you remember
this
anything
idea
before
that,
then?
like, you know, I think that I personally don't think, because I genuinely was kind of thinking about this a couple of days ago, and I think that we
So I
took the
told her
phrase
everything there was to
everyone
tell
is
about
entitled
Xanarkin.
to their own opinion. I think we
About life there,
massively took
blitzball,
that for
and
granted,
Sin's attack,
you know, and
and
um
about how Aaron and I
I
were
just think
engulfed in
that
this light. I just said things as they came to mind.
when it really kind of
But then I
came
started to wonder.
down to it, like, we didn't kind of fight back on that enough, not nearly enough, you know,
I
because people are now
say
so
something
contrarian and they're so willing to
What you're
believe just
saying.
complete and utter bullshit just because it has a convincing looking website, that, like,
Don't
there
worry, you'll be
is a
better in no time.
subgenre of
They
people
say our
out
kid gets
there
funny when Sin
who
is
are
in it.
willing to go
Maybe we
back
just had
on
some kind of
the
dream.
truth that we have all rightly arrived at about the shape of the planet that we live on.
You
Like, I
mean
mean,
I'm
like,
sick?
it's just,
the
it's
sin toxin.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, how in the
sure?
name of shit are you
Yeah,
supposed to
there isn't
appeal?
Xanarkin
Are you
anymore.
supposed to
Sin
talk to
destroyed it 1,000
someone
years
about
ago.
reality when you
So no one plays blitzball
when
there.
you think that the fucking Earth is flat? Like, shut the no, it's fucking not. And I mean, I'm sorry, but that is it. And like, and look, it's case in point exactly what
But
I
I
was
saw
kind of
Sin attack Xanarkin.
talking about. The
You're saying that
arguments that
happened
you
1,000
get when you're
years ago?
talking with someone
No
who
way.
believes that the Earth is flat, the arguments are fucking retarded. Like, I'm sorry, but they just are. Talk to the bitch.
You
I get it, trying to change opinions by getting them to the
You play
table.
blitzball?
Yeah, but you need to decide what if you're willing to give away to get them to the table. 100%. 100%. I completely agree with you.
should go to Luca.
Completely,
Someone might know who you are, or
yeah,
you might find
100%
someone
agree
you
with you.
recognize.
Luca?
I did
Ah.
absolutely see the Antarctic experiments. Yeah, I also seen, I don't know if you probably did, just because I know you and I know that this is one argument that you love to discuss.
Okay, leave it to me.
But you
I'll get
probably
you to
seen
Luca,
that, like, there was
promise.
like, it was like an organization, we'll say.
You'd rather stay here?
and they were paying for like the entire thing. They had all of the equipment, all of the kind of, we were just talking about it, fucking pods that you can kind of sleep in and stay over and everything else like this. They had all of that done, and they reached out to so many flat earth YouTubers and people who debate the issue and stuff like that. And they said, you know, like, this is what we're doing, and we're
Some kind of
going up there,
holocaust?
and you know, all
Yeah,
expenses
right,
paid. It doesn't matter where you are, we will
Since
fly
when?
you there. We will take care of your meals, take care of your you know,
Sin?
there's a
Luca?
bed there for you
I
to
thought Sin just
sleep
took
in.
me to a
Everything
faraway
else like that, they
place.
done. They
Said I could
offered
go
them
back in a day
literally
or two.
all expenses paid.
But 1,000
Everything
years
that they
into
offered
the
them.
future?
There was, I think it was like, was it
No
like
way.
3/4 of the YouTubers that they reached out to denied the chance to go up because they know that they're lying. They know that they're lying. But here's the thing. An awful lot of these flat earth YouTubers, they have a massive subscriber count and they have massive views. They're making fucking bank lying to their audience. Like, if you had no, if you genuinely believed, and I mean in your heart of hearts genuinely believed that the earth was flat, you would have no problem, no issue going there. Could you imagine that from their point of view? This is like the killer argument. It's the argument that like people for years didn't have any sort of a rebuttal to. And you fucking imagine it now, where you're going out there and you're saying that this is what you're going to do, and you're going to defeat the most ironclad, like the most kind of definitive answer to this question on whether or not the earth is flat, and you deny the opportunity to, in your mind, be proven right. You're bullshitting, man. You're just bullshitting. They automatically called Jism and called Jism a shill when the original. Well, yeah, 100%. That's it. That's it. And Witsit. Witsit and Jism was more honest than Witsit. Yeah, but I mean, like, look at, like, Witsit is exactly what I am talking about. He's just like, he is almost in like the oldest sense of the word. He is a grifter. He's just a grifter. Like, he knows 100% that this is all bullshit, but he also knows that he's making bank telling people lies. So why would you not? I can understand it's an extremely dishonest take or position to have, but I do kind of get it though as well. Like, if you're willing to be morally bankrupt, fucking go for it, right?
Yo. Hiya.
A little bit kind of story explanations here now, so I'll just kind of zippity.
Try that move one more time.
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
All right, here we go.
No amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanaves.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Oryx brother. What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
What I absolutely love about this game, right?
But you from the Xanarkand days, that was
It's
a
not
good
even
one, huh?
trying
I'm not
to
saying
be
that
kind
team never
of
existed, yeah? But you
discreet,
gotta figure
shall we
team
say,
living
about
and
its
working
like
that'd be pretty soft, eh?
kind
I
of
appreciated the fact that
not necessarily
Waka was trying
attack,
to cheer
but
me
kind
up.
of
But at
almost
that
like
time, all I could
extreme
think about
skepticism of
was everything
religion.
that happened to me.
I mean,
All
like it's
this
absolutely no
started with
coincidence
sin.
that in the English
Maybe
you
if
know,
I could
that
find
in
Sin one
the
more time,
English version
I could
of
go home.
this game, the main
For
villain is
now,
called
I'd just
Sin,
live life until that time came.
right?
No more worrying about where or
And
when
you
I
know the whole
was.
thing about like
Sure, it was hard not to think of home.
they have to
Started to feel
atone
better
for what
already.
they've done. Like it's
little
so
better.
fuck. The parallels
Maybe.
are on point, like right. But yeah, it's yeah, the story. I'm just gonna let it kind of unfold and stuff like that. But yeah, no, look, I had said that I would play through the prologue and stuff like that. We are now about an hour into the stream and stuff like that. And I said about an hour, hour and a half, but kind of getting a little bit more into it, a little bit harder to stop. The story starts kind of going a little bit more. But look, anyway, we are going to leave it there. I'll be back tomorrow probably. Streaming another kind of probably about 2 hours of it, roughly that sort of time. Anyway, and so yeah, so look at so we will leave it there for now. Thanks for the chats and the run through. No problem at all. But yeah, no, look, absolutely. As I said, thank you all so much for coming and especially Tequila for kind of hanging out and stuff like that. I know that I'm probably not going to see you now for another little while, at least live and in chat and stuff like that, because you had said that you were working and stuff like that. But yeah, no, look at like, subscribe, do all of that YouTuber bollocks, and I shall talk to you next one. Thank you, everyone. Okay.